comments from our wonderful listeners.
Yes. This one made me laugh from Grayson, who said, I watch these every night to fall asleep. Love y'all.
Hey, we get a lot of those lately. I feel
know.
Like.
I mean, I feel like we're too annoying to fall asleep to. Is that just me? Like,
I know.
too loud?
How do you fall asleep to this?
I don't know.
Seriously. Maybe it's like
an alarm clock.
Like maybe it's like white noise. Like it hits that level where it's just like.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
hear it.
Someone
Doesn't
needs to
register.
explain to us on that
Yeah.
one. But we love it. Thank you. Keep the comments coming. Like, subscribe, and sit back and enjoy. The brand new podcast starts now.
Second date update.
There's a lot of fun things in life that begin with the word street.
Street?
Street magic,
Yeah.
street tacos,
Ooh, okay, Jeff.
Otherwise
Now
known
I'm
as
getting it.
Street meat.
yeah, street walkers,
Whoa, wait a minute.
right? I feel like I do that.
I
I walk down a lot of streets.
do
Yeah.
more of the tacos.
Really?
Yeah, bus stops.
Well, today we're going to talk to a street dater.
Jeff's like, why are people giving me money for doing
Yeah.
this?
I guess I just must have really good hair today. But again, this guy says he's a street dater. He met someone well,
dater.
not stereotypically, but he met somebody while out on the street.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
All right.
His name is Drew.
so
Drew,
it's a streetwalker.
yeah.
Technically.
Drew, you a streetwalker too?
I think I walk the streets about as much as everybody else around here, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
He's a humble streetwalker.
You must
That's
live in
nice.
Jeff's neighborhood.
Okay.
Guys, we should probably stop using that phrase.
But
Okay.
apparently you met somebody while just walking out and about. How did that happen?
Yeah, I was at a bookstore locally, and I like to read, so I'm leaving the bookstore, and I have my face buried in the book as I'm walking, and
Yeah.
I knock into this woman.
Oh, that's kind of a
it's
cute.
a meet
It
cute.
sounds like out of a
Oh.
movie. A bookstore's involved.
A little clumsy.
Her
Uh-huh.
bag fell, I helped her, and then I gave her a little flirt.
Wait, did everything happen in slow motion?
I think he's joking about that part.
I know, I'm
The
also
bag-
adding
Oh,
to his
okay.
joke.
I imagine the bag falling. He grabbed it. He picked it up. He ran.
No, that's a mugging.
No, okay. Gotcha. You just knocked her bag out of her hand by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, by accident.
Oh, you really did knock the bag over.
Yeah, we bumped into each other. It was a pretty big bump, and, everything just kind of flew all over the place. I helped her. Some stuff fell out of her bag. And I said, it's usually old ladies I knock over, and then I just move on. And she laughed.
That's a really funny joke. He's just
kidding.
joking. He beats him with her
No,
walker.
I get the joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not laughing.
Oh, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
So then we started walking, and we started going in the same direction. So I just started doing a little more like joking, like, you following me? And she's like, no, you following me? And we laughed again, trying to build like a little rapport.
This sounds
Okay.
cute, bro. Like you're turning like kind of a bad situation or a weird situation into like something positive.
Yeah.
At what point were you able to get her name?
I did ask her name, but we walked a little more,
Are you
and
gonna
eventually
reveal it
tell
to
us?
us?
We would love to know the name.
She's like, don't tell anybody what my real name is.
Oh, her name is Sonia. Her name is
Sonia.
Sonia.
Okay. So you and Sonia are just accidentally walking in the same direction and kind of flirting with each other, it sounds like.
Yeah, we eventually get to a park, and we start walking through the park.
What?
When you got into the park, is that when you took her bag then?
That's when I knocked her over and ran.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Gotcha!
More escape routes in here.
Climbs up a tree.
Did you really have to go to the same way, or were you just pretending so you could?
I'm
so
just
you
shocked
could
neither
be
of you
with
had
her?
plans. Like you both just had free time to keep walking.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
I walk through that park all the time. Yeah, no, this isn't like the first. I was going in that direction
Okay.
anyway, so it was just like a very good meet cute.
Okay.
Okay.
Eventually, we came across a sketch artist, and he flagged us down.
What?
He was like, hey, you guys want to get a picture? We thought we were a couple.
Wait, did you get a caricature drawing?
Oh.
Look, I was down, but she wasn't.
Okay.
'Cause I think-
Well, first.
I think she was a
Okay.
little freaked out.
Yeah.
There's so many like perfect things that are happening to you along the way on this short walk. You didn't set this whole thing up, it sounds like.
How could he do that?
No, I didn't set anything up.
Well, you just have a friend who's like in the park with a thing, and he's like, I'm just going to take her this way.
I didn't say it was a friend. It was just a sketch artist. He wasn't a friend.
That would
you know
be the
people
most. That would be the
sit
most
there-
elaborate setup ever. You accidentally run into somebody, and then suddenly you call your buddy when she's not looking, who happens to be an artist, to tell him to set up real
Yeah.
quickly in the park.
I really want to sit down with her for 45 minutes. This stranger.
I'm just saying, we've heard people that have like orchestrated all sorts of weird things in
That's
order to
true.
meet people.
That's true, but this doesn't sound like that, Jeff.
How long is this walk going on?
We're about 20 minutes into the walk by the time she said no to the picture.
Okay.
That's like halfway through the park. And then we got to the end of the park. It was probably about a half an hour we were together. And I got a
Whoa.
good vibe. So I asked her number to go out, and she gave me her number, and the date just hasn't materialized since then.
Okay.
Have you guys talked via text or phone call?
No, nothing. I've tried to call a few times. I've left a few messages.
God, I automatically think that she gave you a fake number.
Oh, if there's no response, yeah.
It was her voice on the voicemail. It's
Oh,
her.
it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She gave you the number, so I'm assuming she's single. Did you specifically ask her?
I didn't ask her if she was dating anyone, no, but I left a few voicemails, and she hasn't answered.
How many?
Yeah.
3, maybe 4.
Oh,
Okay,
geez.
wow, that's-
No, I don't even I don't think I called a girlfriend that many times in 1 year.
I don't think my mom calls me and leaves it on me.
Yeah.
You felt the connection, so.
When everyone's different. Some people love being on the phone. So
I'm glad you take a break from your extensive book reading in order to help reach out to the show, and we're going to try and help you call this girl. What's her name? Sonia?
Sonia, yeah.
All right.
Sonia, yeah.
Sonia. Okay, we'll reach out to Sonia, and we'll do your second date update right after this. Hold on.
Second date update.
If I hadn't read it on the back of a blockbuster movie sleeve, I still wouldn't believe it. But an accidental sidewalk bumpin' turned into your classic Hallmark streetwalker love story.
Okay, again with the term.
Yeah.
That's the wrong use.
We're trying to make
I
it sound
mean-
better than it is.
I think
That's not a Hallmark movie, I'll tell you that one.
it fits in this scenario because our listener Drew accidentally ran into a woman outside of a bookstore, knocked over her bag, and then turned that awkward moment into a 25-minute stroll through a local park.
30, I believe. I mean, those 5 minutes are going to
Yeah.
be precious when it's only a short amount of time you have together.
That's fair. And it all seemed too perfect to be true. And maybe it was because she's not responding to any of his messages.
It's always the park scene.
Yeah.
That ruins it. Something in the
I
park.
mean, he left. Okay, here's the thing. You left 4 voicemails.
yeah.
We
that-
have
That's a
not
lot.
asked what was in the voicemails.
I just told her, hey, it's me, Drew, by the park. You meet a lot of guys by the park. I mean, it's true.
Not even from the park. Like
Yeah.
the guy that's adjacent to the
Yeah.
park.
Maybe she thinks you live in the park after that one.
Oh, that would be
No,
awful.
that seems innocent.
There's
It's
a
fine.
chance, though, that if she's not responding to anything, maybe she wasn't even real.
A
She was
figment
real.
Of our ima-
Are you sure?
That would make me crazy.
Exactly.
Are you-
No,
well-
it could just mean you have a bad drug habit.
Yeah,
From the park.
were you microdosing that day? Because
No.
Hallmark hasn't done that yet. A microdosing Christmas?
I don't think microdosing would lead to this.
Well, if you over microdose.
Yeah.
No wonder everything was in slow motion.
Jeff is one of those kids still in the DARE program.
Anyway,
I signed that contract.
let's have all the streetwalkers unite because we're going to call and we're going to get an answer from this woman to figure out what actually happened, if she's real, and
There's gonna
hopefully if
be-
there's an explanation.
A lot of kids listening who use that term wrong for the next
A
couple
microdosing Christmas?
No, the
No.
streetwalker
Oh,
part.
okay.
Walking,
Well-
microdosing, none of these should be.
This is the education you get here. I'm going to dial the number right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh.
that sounds real, Jeff.
It sounds like a person. Is
Yep.
this Sonia?
Yes, this is Sonia. Who's this?
Hi, Sonia.
Hey, Sonia. We're a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
What's this about?
This is
Great question.
segment that we do on our show. It's called a second date update. And we're trying to help out one of our listeners. His name is Drew, who you met the other day outside of a bookstore.
Did you just laugh?
Sorry, I can't believe that you're calling about him.
Oh, wait, you remember
You
him?
remember Drew?
The guy who knocked
Oh.
you over on accident outside the bookstore?
Yeah, I remember Drew.
Okay, well, that's great because he said there was like a meet cute type of situation that happened on the street, and then you guys went through a park for a bit. And he's left you a few messages.
Yeah, I mean, that did happen, and I was actually open to seeing him again, except for the messages. The messages are the problem.
Oh, really?
knew it.
Well, we asked him about the messages, and he according to him, he said it was basically, hey, this is Drew from the park. Remember? I'm Drew.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
summary.
Interesting.
Something like that.
Oh, now
that
I'm
not
so
true?
curious. Like,
He left me one message that was so ridiculous. My roommate and I have been like dying laughing about it.
Oh.
So ridiculous.
Oh.
I wrote it down.
wait, you wrote down the message because it was that funny to you?
Yes.
Wow. Would it be okay if we know what the message said?
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to read it to you.
Because we haven't heard anything about it. We just know there was a bunch of messages.
She is delighted to share.
Yeah,
I know.
She is so friendly, and you
Okay, so he told me, he said, I left you a message you didn't respond to, and I don't like leaving second messages, but I like you. You're very elegant. You're very attractive, but I don't play that game.
What?
Huh?
If I don't hear back by 3 p.m. tomorrow,
No, what are you doing?
I'm no longer interested.
Oh, give her an
wow.
ultimatum?
Obviously, he
Yeah.
was
deadline.
lying because he called us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't even mean it.
Then she goes on to explain why I should call him.
Well, you should call him.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Some positives. That's good.
He says, I'm very smart.
Oh, okay.
All
I'm
right.
great in bed,
Okay.
and I make a lot of money.
Alexis
All right.
sold.
Those are 3 good things.
But
Dude,
also, is
wait.
that something everybody says?
I
Like-
mean, it's one of those things when you say it, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it's like you need to
Right.
discover those things.
So then he says, believe it or not, I'm a complete catch.
Oh,
I'm one of the only men in the city that has no issues.
That's a bold
Wow,
statement.
name every man in the city,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the best one.
I have yet to find a person that doesn't have issues.
Yeah.
Is this like a
Yeah.
child trying to do reverse psychology
Is that
on you?
is
know?
that finally the end of the message?
No, he goes on. And he says, so I don't know what your situation is, if you're just insecure or if you're on medication. But if you're
Bro.
halfway psychologically normal and you haven't called me because something bad happened in your life and you just needed a few days,
What
reach
the
out.
heck? Is he projecting
That
or
got
something?
a little unhinged.
That's so
Yeah.
specific.
Started unhinged, then it got a little better. Now we're back.
Now
to
we're unhinged again.
Okay.
Yep.
So clearly there was a lot happening in that message, and it could help to get insight into what
I
he
think
meant
he's
by it
probably
because
pretty embarrassed right now.
maybe because Sonia, he is on the other line listening. We've got Drew waiting to talk to you.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Sonia. Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
is there something that I said that wasn't true? Was there
what?
something
Oh,
that I
doubling
said on that
down.
voicemail that was a lie?
What?
Yeah, you can't say that, right?
Dude, hold on. You're coming in kind of hot now.
Yeah.
Like, let's chill a little bit.
I think
Defensive.
no apology. Or...
Well, I'm sorry, Drew. I just we met for 30 minutes. We didn't even go on a real date. And then all of this, you're going on about how great you are. And then you start to come for me and
Right.
blame me for not calling you back. I just found it all to be a little much for someone that I'm
Okay,
have
so
known
you
for 30
agree
minutes.
that I'm right.
What?
So what was the problem? You don't appreciate being direct. You don't like guys who are direct. I'm direct.
When did she say that?
Are you
I
listening
make a
to
lot of
her?
money. I'm smart, and I'm good in bed. That's all being direct.
This is becoming more and more doubtful.
Yeah.
Talking about
You know, you're all laughing now, but you'll be crying later when I'm out of your life. That's what's going to happen. If you don't make the right move,
I mean, I gotta find out how good you are in bed, bro, so I'll be quiet.
that you didn't call me back was really stupid. I mean, come on.
Oh,
People like me who are good in bed and smart and stuff,
Why do you lead with that?
only
Okay.
a stupid person is going to give that up.
I think he's
Sonia-
making some good points.
I think someone needs a chance here.
You know in this city there are no men, and I'm a total catch. You know there's no
That
men.
may be a good
yeah,
argument.
I kind of agree with him on
I
that.
don't know.
I don't know, Drew. I feel like the people who are actually good in bed don't go around talking about how good they are in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting the best vibes from you, to be honest. It just
Well,
feels like a
I know
lot.
that you haven't bragged about being good in bed.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
What
That's
are you
stupid.
talking about?
Listen to any hip hop music. They're all about that.
Are we going to ignore the rest of the text?
Yeah.
About her being on meds?
I
That's why
just-
she's not
yeah,
texting?
What was that?
I saw her bag. Her bags, everything fell everywhere. I saw her meds.
Oh,
What?
the bottle fell out.
You read everyone's on medication, my man.
He's
You guys
concerned
sound
about
like
her
you
health.
are on medication. You sound crazy. I sound smart and well-read.
Sonia,
I
he-
really thought you were going to come to Drew. This is shocking to me. I thought we were going to come to Drew and you were going to be humiliated that this voicemail was out there. But
No.
only somebody who's addicted to meds would be humiliated. He's perfect, bro.
yeah. With no narcissistic tendencies at all.
No,
Thank
Sonia.
you. I don't, clearly.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sonia, was he right? Are you on the verge of tears right now?
Well, I'm just really heartbroken that I can't be with this perfect guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad that you can finally admit it.
Well, Sonia, don't give up yet because I'm going to give you a second chance right now by offering to send you out with the only perfect man in the entire city.
With no issues.
With no issues.
None.
She would do that if she went on a date. If she called me back like a normal person, I wouldn't have to do. It wouldn't
Yes.
happen.
But
if
here's
she just called me back like a normal person.
Sonia, it's up to you if you'd like to see him again or not.
Would you have to go get yelled at a little bit?
It's your choice.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm really not into the narcissism.
Oh,
wow.
Shocking.
on.
That's shocking.
She's talking about me, though, there. Like, and I get that. But what about Drew?
That was really shocking.
I say no to Drew also.
Wow.
Jeff was kidding.
Wow. Really, Sonia?
He wasn't asking you out. Jeff, tell her.
I
Drew,
don't know.
I'm
I
with
think
you
Jeff
on
was.
this.
I don't think he was
You
being
guys.
sarcastic at all.
Drew, if this woman can't see how perfect you are, then she
Right.
doesn't deserve you.
Wow.
Thank
thing
you. Thank you very
Drew
much.
can't read sarcasm, Jeff.
Yeah, he's really thanking you, Jeff.
Oh, I'm
You don't
not.
read sarcasm.
Yeah, you hear it, Brooke. Exactly. Thank you, Drew. You're my guy.
Thank you.
He really is perfect.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I feel like we should have asked that guy in part 1, how confident are you in getting a date 1 to 10?
Oh, my God.
Because I felt like maybe he was a 4 going into it. He would have said he'd like 30.
So here's the thing. He acts so confident, but we never brought up the fact that on message 2, he said he'd never be interested again if she didn't call him back, and yet he was still on the phone with us.
Yeah.
Still left her more voicemails.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, all of what he was saying is not believable.
It's like a guy who doesn't know how to play the game, but someone told him.
Right.
Like, hey, if you ignore a girl, or if you're just this, and then you tried it.
They love ultimatums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't work, and he was totally shocked that she wouldn't take him up on the opportunity to be
I'm
with
sure he
the
is so...
perfect man.
Dude,
Yeah.
when has any
He'll be
guy
fine.
ever said they were perfect and turned out to be, like, perfect? Like, when has George Clooney been like, guys,
Oh, my
look at
God.
me?
Do you know what he said this week that was so annoying to me?
No, let's not go into it.
I'm just
let's
saying-
not go. I don't want to go into it. I don't want to go into it. But look, if our listeners,
Tell me
I kind of do.
if
I
our
wanna hear
listeners
it.
want to take advantage of the perfect man, you can go check out our Second Date podcast
Oh,
and
he's
listen to
there.
me host them.
Oh, really?
Jeff.
Okay, listen. Text in if you want to know about the George Clooney dirt, okay?
Yeah, I do. I'm
I
a text
do.
in.
I'll share.
We'll talk about it off air, but go check out our podcast wherever you get yours online at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Spring into style with Plato's Closet Winchester. We buy and sell trendy, gently used brand name clothing and accessories for teens and young adults. Clean out your closet and bring in your fashionable items for
Beach Bum Tanning is pulling out all the stops for their annual
Hey, we get a little Saturday treat for you this
list, I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, we get a little Saturday treat for you. This is a classic, okay? So if you have binged all, 5,000 second dates that we have?
Which somehow so many of you have.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
You may have heard it. But if you haven't and you're a normal person, then enjoy it because I think you're going to love it. And don't forget, we do have Second Date Update merch for sale right now with 100% of proceeds going to a great charity called Convoy of Hope. So we don't see any money from it. And you look really cute, very SoCal
It's a
style.
win-win.
We got hoodies. We got the crew neck sweatshirt. We got T-shirts. So check it out. The link is in the show notes. And hey, enjoy this podcast.
Second Date Update.
Question for Jose and Alexis. What is the quickest that you've ever gone from matching with someone to meeting up with them?
Oh, wow.
Like a couple days, couple seconds?
Seconds.
I saw minutes
Yeah,
in
not outside
Alexis's
your house.
eyes.
Hey, cutie, what's up? I'm here.
Yeah.
It depends if I'm already stalking them or not. Probably a week.
A week.
Yeah,
week.
I would
that
say
long?
around the same. I normally just match to feel like I'm attractive, and then I never meet up.
You
with
guys
them.
don't just
point.
like go to the bar and find out who's closest and then figure it out?
Okay, we're not
is that
that
what you do?
desperate.
We all know
Well, I
Brooke's
never
strategy.
I never got to do dating apps. I just thought that would always be my plan.
Well, I bring it up because one of our listeners, Jack, says he was surprised at how fast he got the green light to see his date in person.
Wow.
So, Jack, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
I am excited to hear about your date, and then after this, you want to grab a drink or something?
That was quick, Jeff.
I'm just saying.
Just let
He's
anyone.
looking for a man that moves fast,
Yeah.
Jack.
What's the name of the person that you matched with?
I matched with this girl named Naomi online.
Jack and Jeff sound better.
Yeah.
I agree.
Naomi.
All
But
right.
that is also a pretty name.
And how long did it take for you and Naomi to agree to meet up?
It was really quick. We matched, and like within 10 minutes, she was asking me to meet up.
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
That's a record.
You must
Was she-
be quite the smooth talker.
Were
dude.
you
Either that or it was like 2 in the morning and she was drunk.
And Brooke is right. You were like at the same bar sitting next to each
Yeah.
other.
I didn't think
I
about that.
mean-
That's a good question.
What time of day did this happen?
This was kind of like early morning, and then she wanted to meet up that afternoon.
Oh,
wow.
Cool. I mean, were you excited about that or were you freaked out?
No, I was excited. She was really cute, and she seemed interested.
Obviously.
What? Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a red flag, though?
I
Where
almost
it's
feel
like
like
they
it's-
instantly want to see you?
It's at least like a pink flag.
I don't know. Maybe she had a date planned and the other guy bailed and she's like, well, let's fill in the blank.
Again.
Who's
I'll
online?
take anybody. Yeah. I don't have standards as long as it's a warm body.
Well, she explained that she was like new on the app, and she's looking to date someone, and I seem like a nice guy, so she wanted to grab a drink with me at this bar.
Okay. And you didn't
Nice.
at any point think you were getting catfished? Like, too convenient, you must be a robot.
Yeah, that thought definitely crossed my mind, but it's not like she wanted a phone number or anything. She wanted to meet up, so I was going to find out that day.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I think it would be kind of refreshing because suddenly you're just meeting with this person and you don't know a lot about them. Instead of having all of that small talk out of the way, like, you have a lot to discuss.
How did it go?
It was amazing. She was like really, really pretty, and she laughed at all my jokes. But
Important.
we really weren't there long until some alarm went off, and she said she had to go.
What? Wait.
What type of alarm?
She had set an alarm on her phone, and it was
Oh.
probably like 15 minutes of the date had gone by.
Was she doing her own speed dating?
Yeah, that's what I thought right away.
Another guy came in and took your seat?
She's like, I'm going to have to ask you to get up, actually.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't give you any other explanation?
Yeah, what happened?
She's like, I'm supposed to go check out this apartment nearby. Do you want to go with me?
Oh, and ask you to come. That's great.
Okay.
Wow, she does move fast. Already
For
asking
real.
you to move in.
Is that weird? I think a lot of people would think that's a fun idea to go check out apartments or like a house together on a date.
Is that what you thought, Jack?
Yeah, it was a little surprising that first she wanted to meet really quickly, and then she wants to check out this apartment. So I didn't really know what was coming next.
It's like, I have a baby to deliver later.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
come with me?
Let's go to this tuxedo shop and then go to the church right after. What do you think?
The wedding officiant's waiting in the apartment.
That's weird to us, but tell us how it went.
Well, we went to this apartment together, and I'm talking with the lady, showing her around, and
So funny to imagine.
so Naomi, she loved the place, and she actually like gave me a big kiss in front of the apartment manager, and
Oh.
Whoa.
It's awkward for the apartment manager.
I would be like, I need you to leave, actually. This is ours now.
We really need to test this place out. if you know what I mean.
The floors?
I mean, that had to have been unexpected. What happened next?
so we just went back to the bar, and the chemistry felt really good, and she just went to the bathroom and never came back.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why'd you say that so casually?
We were vibing and clicking, and then she was gone.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Weird.
We knew she was red flags. Just saying.
Now it's a red
Hold
flag.
on. That's so strange.
Yeah.
Because it's not like she was using you for anything, right?
No.
Like, she didn't ask for any money, right? She didn't ask you to co-sign on the apartment.
She
You've
went-
heard
That
that
would've been-
before.
She went so fast with everything else. Maybe that's just how long her relationships normally last. Like she can't go a full 24
It's
hours.
been 34 minutes. We're broken up.
How long ago was that?
That was like 3 weeks ago, and
Whoa.
she hasn't called me back or anything. I even went to the apartment to see if she had moved in,
That's a
and
little creepy.
I know, but that's the only thing I could think of to try and get a hold of her because she wasn't answering.
Oh, weird.
I mean, so it's been 3 weeks.
This is like a mystery.
It is. It's a big mystery.
It's a roller coaster, highs and lows.
Yeah.
With the pace that she moves through things, who knows? She probably could have been married and divorced 6 times over in that span of time. But we'll call her and try and figure out the real reason when we do your second date update right after this.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, hold on, man.
Second date update.
We just heard maybe the quickest hangout in second date history.
Yes.
I mean, I know I've had a few lightning rounds, and I'm not calling a radio station after those to find out what happened.
No, you're just talking about him now? Like,
Definitely. I mean, that's a mess for them to clean up. That's their deal.
Okay.
Gross,
But
Jeff.
no.
one of our listeners, Jack, met a girl named Naomi online. They met up the same day that they matched, saw an apartment together, went back to a
Wild.
bar, and then she disappeared into the bathroom forever, never to be seen or heard from again.
That's so crazy.
Actually, some of my lightning rounds happened in public bathrooms.
Wow.
So don't even get me started on that. But
Thank you.
I think we're already done with those.
it's over. It's been 3 weeks, though, since that happened with Jack. And we never asked, though, is there anything, Jack, that you think you may have done wrong? Like when she kissed you?
I really don't think I did anything wrong. It was a really nice date.
How come, now, you don't sound angry? I'd be a little mad if somebody ditched me in the middle of the date. That's
Yeah.
humiliating.
I'm just kind of confused more than anything.
Okay.
Like, if
All
she
right.
never gets back to me, I'll just always kind of be wondering what could have happened and what did happen.
Yeah.
Was she even real?
Yep, just like what my lightning rounds think of me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some answers for you here. I'm going to dial Naomi right now, and hopefully she picks up. We'll see what she has to say. Here we go.
Hello.
Ooh.
She's there.
Hey, is this Naomi?
Yeah. Hi.
Oh
Quick,
my
ask her questions before she
God.
hangs
Oh,
up.
okay. How
You gotta
are you?
move fast, Jeff.
I'm not good under pressure. What
Oh, no, this is like the lightning rounds.
what
God.
day is
Come
it?
on.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi. Who is this?
Sorry.
Hey, thank you for asking a question. I can answer that. We are a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Okay.
And we're reaching out on behalf of one of our listeners that you went on a date with the other day,
A couple weeks ago, 3 weeks
3
ago.
weeks ago. His name's Jack.
Okay. Wait, why are you calling me about him?
Well, because he reached out to us because he's a little bit confused about what happened when you disappeared. And that's what we do in this segment called a second date update. We try and help give some answers to people who have questions after a date.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He probably does have questions.
Okay.
All right.
So
No.
you would understand why he's so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Could you help maybe shed some light on what went down? Because he has no idea.
Yeah, think from his perspective.
He had a lot of nice things to say. He thought you were a really great person.
Yeah.
I think he's a great person.
No, he is nice. He's really nice. That was part of it.
That was part of it.
Good.
Okay.
Ah, this is so weird to say. I don't really want to say it. Like, I basically just used him.
What?
Oh, man.
Well, how?
That
Yeah,
was like a
I don't
Band-Aid.
know.
Just got ripped off.
I don't understand. From what we've heard, you guys went to a bar. He went and checked out an apartment with you. You guys went to a bar again, and then you left. How is that using him?
It was totally using him. That was exactly the
A
thing.
free drink?
Yeah, for what?
If it was just for drinks, why take him to the apartment?
I know that was fine though. I'm not like proud of using him, but
You sound a little proud.
I'm kind of proud of my plan. Like I think I had a really good plan.
I don't get it.
Whoa.
Like,
I don't either.
Yeah.
you didn't even get the
Okay.
apartment. He went back there and
No, I know. No, it wasn't. It was. Here's what happened. So
Okay.
that apartment that I was looking at was actually my ex-boyfriend's apartment.
What?
Oh.
So he was
Okay.
moving out. I knew he was moving out,
Okay.
and I used to stay there a lot. Obviously, we were together.
Uh-huh.
And I had left a locket, a really awesome locket that my dad had given me there, and he had refused to give it back to me.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know why exes do this. Okay.
Total jerk. Like, just a total jerk move right there. He wasn't giving it back to me. So
Yeah.
I figured out a way to get it back, which was basically I was going to go look at the apartment, but I needed someone to distract whoever was showing the apartment so I could get the necklace.
Why wouldn't you just invite a girlfriend or something?
No. That just wouldn't be as fun. So I go online.
Okay.
You get joy out of this.
It was a good plan. It's a good plan. It was like sneaky.
It is
All
very
right, I'm
sneaky.
not arguing that.
So I go online and I find this guy who seems really nice and truthfully a little easy to manipulate. And he's available that day, which is perfect. That's what I need. And so, I have him meet me at this bar. We kind of get to know each other. And then we go look at this apartment. And the only thing I hadn't thought out, the one little snafu, was that I did not have a jacket with my pockets, and I had no other pockets. So I'm thinking at the end of this apartment viewing, I reach in and I give him a kiss, and I slip the locket in his jacket pocket while I kiss him, which I'm thinking is brilliant. So smart, right?
I don't know that
he's totally feeling it. The apartment lady's oh yeah, they're such a cute couple. Also, by the way, if she happens to suspect anything, he has the locket and he gets in trouble, and I don't get in trouble. It's smart.
You always need a fall guy whenever you're getting your stuff back.
How would you get it back out of his pocket though? Because you left him.
So we go back to the bar and we're chatting, and he hangs up his jacket. I'm oh, this is perfect. So I just reach in stealthily, 007 style, and I get my necklace, excuse myself to the bathroom, and I'm out.
Wow.
That is so cold-hearted.
But
that is.
it's an extremely intricate plan just
really
to
is.
get a piece of jewelry back. I mean, you went full Ocean's 11 for this
Seriously.
locket.
Exactly
Yes,
what I thought.
Ocean's 11.
So
But why
I didn't
did you
mean it
have
as a
to-
compliment.
Why did you have to ditch Jack? I don't understand.
I wasn't interested. I didn't want to date him. He's not my type at all.
Well, you know what?
Poor
don't
guy.
don't say that to us. Jack deserves to hear that from you directly.
Does he
and
deserve that?
well,
I don't
now's your
think he
chance
does.
because Naomi, Jack's been listening this entire time
I'm
on the other
sorry.
line and wants to
Wait,
hear you
what?
tell him off to his face.
No. Wait,
Jack-
are you kidding me?
He's already heard
I'm
it.
serious.
Wow. Hi, Naomi.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know you were on the phone.
I don't even know what to say to you. This is crazy. You could have just told me. I would have been down to do the Ocean's 11, Brad Pitt and Clooney style.
Oh,
Really?
I mean,
dang, bro.
honestly, if a hot girl says, "Hey, you want to help me?"
You want to help me steal from my ex-boyfriend's apartment?
I
I
feel
would have been no.
really,
But it's not stealing. It's my necklace.
yeah.
And
That's
also,
true.
I'm not interested in dating him. You. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just want you to know, I do think you're a pretty bad person.
Yeah.
Hey, he called you pretty, Naomi. That was nice.
Is that what you heard, Jeff?
You're a very pretty
Yeah.
but bad person.
Yeah.
Sorry you feel that way. I just think it was smart. And what? You met up with a girl, you got a drink, and then that's it. Nothing bad happened to you.
Oh, you just
That's a good point.
manipulation.
Yeah,
I mean-
Jack, I am so sorry. This has got to be sucky.
Well, hold on. I think there's an opportunity here. You guys are
What
all
are
looking
you
at the
talking
negatives
about?
here. Jack, are there any items that your ex-girlfriends have that
No.
you'd like to get back?
owes you.
Naomi seems like the type that'd be happy to be your accomplice.
Yeah.
I am happy never talking to Naomi again, actually.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. You don't mean that. Ocean's 11 had at least 2 sequels.
We do work well together.
He didn't know he was working.
Just imagine how effective he would be if he was in on the plan.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think he would compromise it.
Yeah. He does seem like he'd be nervous.
Jack,
All right.
I don't think this is a real loss for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm picking up on that. I should have really gone with my gut and known it was too good.
Oh my God. Do you realize that's exactly what Andy Garcia said at the end of Oceans when he found out he got taken for $2 billion?
Jeffrey!
The prophecy's being fulfilled. It's meant to be.
We did it.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. Not everyone who handles your personal information is going to be as careful as you